Hi there, Rob here. I'm going to try to do a video for you very quickly here that shows you how to do, or one tactic that you can use for Facebook marketing, for increasing your likes and visitors and activity on your site. Okay, now before I even start, I would like to point out that, in fact, let me go in, just by the way, these are my pages. I've got more and I've built many over the years, some of them just testing and some not. So, for example, let's say I would want to promote website design. All I've done ever is built it. I've never done any marketing or any efforts at all. In fact, in all this time, I've done 3 or 4 posts. And in fact, they were all around about March the 3rd or 4th, somewhere February, March. So, yeah, I'm not doing, this is another one of those do as I say, don't do as I do videos. Perhaps I should call the website that. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Okay, so currently what you do is you go to the site, that your business page, and you make sure that you're commenting. So you go to this little star, little circle thing here, and you use Facebook as, and I would click on website design. So that it now shows, my bad, sorry, up here, that I'm now promoting, I'm online as website design. Okay, and then all you want to do is to get people to spot you and do active things onto your site. So you would search for things up here in the search bar that relate to your subject. So let me just simply put website design. And see what comes up. So let's say, for example, just to test it, let's see what Singapore website design has got. Now you see they're from Singapore. They do very similar to me, and there's 2,115 people there that like it. Okay, so or that are active. So he's done great work. Well done to him. What I would do is I'd come along here and look at things and read about it, and where it's good and true, I would simply, where web design and attention to detail, I'd find something that's pretty cool. Interesting. They repeat themselves time and time again, so this one's no good. But it doesn't matter. Let's say it was a very interesting site and lots of things where I can interact. I would simply click like. And that would be it. I would then go back, find other places that I've searched for. Doesn't matter what. So I would look up SEO. That's not working. So I'd do I'd find another. The trick is to find one that's got people interested in what you're doing. So in my case, in fact, I'm doing this wrong. I need to find, say, small business something. Because now, if I were looking up small business, they're the guys that might be interested in, what's the word, in websites or website business, something like that. So I would look up that. I would then come to the website and find what people are chatting about. So now this looks pretty good. Small business ideas blog, how to run a business service, low cost business ideas. I'd click like on that. If I'm allowed to comment, I would. And again, this one hasn't got millions of comments. So let's go off and find another, crafting. So let's go to crafting chicks. Now this is pretty cool because it's big. There's 62,000 crafters on here. And this is really cool because now I can like the people's individual stuff. So I'd come along and tell me, how do you keep your car clean, especially the third row. Third row, wow. So yeah, no more eating out of the car. So there's a good enough. Click like, and I carry on. And all I'm doing is looking for pages that have interesting comments and things that I can even comment on, which is pretty cool. I can click like, and if it's a nice enough one. So I'm now part of their system, and I will have their things appear on my site, which on my homepage, which is pretty cool, because if you click like enough on 10 or 20 big pages, then you get the most current stuff that's going up onto other people's sites. So basically the trick here is interaction. And what happens is, and I don't want to personal stuff, sorry, click on my own, but if somebody clicks like on your Facebook page or on a comment or something, you very often are curious enough to go and see who they are and what they do. And it's as simple as that. So when they do that, they will be brought to this page, and I would hopefully have changed this cover from a boring piece of wood to a really cool looking designer thing that clearly states what I do. And therefore then people would see, you know, this is really interesting. And if they would go down and read and see, okay, look, here's an interesting post. And hopefully like it enough to actually start to get me up to 600,000 or whatever it is like. So it's the entire point is, if you're doing enough things out there with other people, they will come back and click like. So if you are into crafting, you would interact with other crafters, because your name of your site should already be interesting enough for them to think, oh, let's go and see what they do. So that's what's going to bring them back to see who you are and what you do, and if you are positioned to, whatever the case is. Either way, if you spent 15 minutes to half an hour a day in the beginning doing that, and do it non-stop for 2-3 months, at some point you would have stirred up enough followers and likes and things so that when you do that, you right now, if I publish something, 2 people are going to see it, and I suspect I'm one of them. So it's not going to help. I'm not going to get it in front of 10,000 people. And no matter how cool and funny it is, it's not going to get them to share it because there's only 2 people. Whereas if I had, let's say, 50 or 100 people, 100 is a good number to start with, and it was a really funny picture that I went to a lot of trouble to put up because I want social activity. You know, it would go up and it would be seen on 100 timelines, and 10 of those would share it, and 3 more 100 people. That way it starts to become viral. But to do the beginning bit is the hard work. You've got to go out there and shake up the trees. You've got to interact and share under your own name. Yes, or do this. Promote your page and pay for it. And that's something for a different video. I have done that before, and it does work. So you would put up an image or a picture, and you would go from there. Well, that's it. 8 minutes is enough to show you. It's a simple click like, click share, make interesting posts, comment, interact. Don't do silly interaction. Do it when it's real. There we go. You see, here's my life. So it's cool. My likes are starting to show up. People that come in here, if my comments are interesting enough, they would see. Now all of these are perfect examples. Now if I did, let's say for example, now I've clicked on crafting chicks here, my posts should for a while feature crafting type of tips and hints for crafting websites. How to, well, look up here, how to do Photoshop and how to do recipes and how to do sewing. All of it related to websites. It's all about giving value for people, and if this is all social, they'll share it and they'll love it if it's working for them. Cool. Hopefully it makes sense. If not, tell me, I'll make another video. But I'm sure it'll work fine. Give it a shot. The 62,000 people need to see my comments here. Thank you. Cheers.